discord on the internet by posting inflammatory messages in an online community with the intent of provoking readers into an emotional response for their own amusement. In other words, they'll post a comment to get you all fired up. Annoying, yes, but have no fear. Ryan Eldridge with Nerds on Call is back to show you how to block those trolls.
That's right. This has been a problem for a while now on the internet, and they're finally finding some ways to maybe help some people out.
Yeah, well, we're going to block trolls, we're going to block telemarketers, we're going to block everybody that we don't want to talk to. So if, like Cody, he late night tweets me, and I'm just like, come on, man,
dude,
I'm trying to get some rest. But
Bush League. Bush League.
He's like, did you know there's pizza tomorrow? Oh my gosh.
That's Cody.
So let's talk about phones. So my phone is buzzing right now, Cody. So here's the thing about a phone, is anybody, once they get your number, they can just call you all they want, right?
True, true.
Well, if you've got an Android phone, you can get this really cool app called Should I Answer? And you can just go to the Google Play Store to get this. And the cool part about this is it's got a database of all the telemarketers.
Nice.
And when you get a phone call, it tells you basically a rating, like how good they are, how bad they are. So what users can do is they can say, well, I got this phone call, and oh, it's a telemarketer, and they can give it a bad rating or a good rating, and you can set certain parameters on your phone to say, well, I only accept calls from people that are 5 or above, or only accept calls that are directly on my contacts list, things like that. So you can kind of block all those unwanted calls on those solicitations. And during the election season, you're going to get a ton of calls. Yeah, everybody wants you to vote for one person or another, and this is just a good way to block it. Now, if you're on an iPhone, unfortunately, you don't have that cool app, so you got to kind of do it by hand. So if you get a phone call that comes in, you can just click block this caller, click this little blue icon there, block this caller, you can block them. Or if you go into the actual settings under general, phone, and blocked, you can actually add them by hand. And so if they didn't call you, but you know the number is coming, you can block that. So like if you're, maybe your kids are calling you too much at work, you can just block them.
Yeah, that's the first one you want to block.
And a lot of people wonder, well, what happens when you block them? Do they get some kind of notification? Do they know I blocked them or whatever? But here's what happens. It goes to a new folder on your voicemail that just says block calls, and so you don't have to listen to them if you don't want to. And if you try to FaceTime them or you try to message them, it just doesn't go through, even though it looks like it did. So the other guy
so it doesn't send a message back to them that you're blocked or the call's not being received. They just assume they left the message for you.
They just think they're being ignored or whatever. So it's kind of cool, right? Now, if you're on Facebook, for example, and you don't want to see a post about Bill Murray or something like that, you can hide each post individually. So I've got friends online that are maybe a little more conservative than I am in certain ways, and so I can block certain posts from certain websites and not see them anymore. I can block friends, or I can unfollow people. So it used to be you had to unfriend them, and then they'd know. You'd go, oh.
Here we go.
But I have a friend that I was best friends with in 3rd grade, and it turns out he turned a little creepy somewhere around 18 years old.
That never happens.
And so I friended him on Facebook, and then I started getting all this weird stuff from him, and I didn't want to unfriend him because, there's consequences. So I just unfollowed him. I don't see any of his posts anymore, but I can go to his page and see anything I want.
Got it.
Here's the other thing about blocking people is on Facebook. Did you know that on Messenger you can get a hold of anybody, whether you're friends or not?
That I did not know.
You can just write them right there, and they get it on their phone. So you can block them from Messenger as well by blocking them on there. Now, let's say you're on Facebook and you want to block them from being able to see your stuff, right? You get some kind of creepy stalker or somebody's bugging you. So you just go up into this little icon here that looks like a little lock here and just type in, how do I stop someone from bothering me? Type in their name or email address, and you've disappeared from Facebook. They can't find you at all. They can't message you. They can't do anything.
That's important.
That's kind of cool. And lastly, if you're on Twitter and you get some annoying thing, you can just click these little buttons right here, and you can just click block. And this is what they'll what they'll see. You've just been blocked. You can't see this stuff anymore.
That's how that happens.
You can block people on Twitter so you can stop getting all those annoying tweets from Cody.
It's never ending. Seriously, it's never ending.
He's doing it again.
CW's got a new show coming out. It never ends. He's still tweeting about containment. It never ends. Always
Don't watch Containment while eating. It's a good show,
exactly. That
but
would not go well
while eating.
Ryan, always good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Great tips as well. Marianne, back to you.
Cody, now you know how not to let those trolls get under your skin.
Yes.
I know you get very angry. I know.